Today I am going to show you a taping method for knee instability, the type of instability you might see after a hamstring strain or after an ACL strain. It can help your knee feel a bit more stable. It definitely is not a standalone treatment. So if you're feeling any kind of pain, any kind of instability, make sure that you do get it checked out, because there are definitely a lot of other things that medical providers can do to help you out, to get you stronger, to help with your pain, other than just taping alone. I pre-cut the tape. There's rounded edges. This just helps so that the tape doesn't come off quite as quickly as you're wearing it. I cut it about 7 squares for my knee. You're going to tear the tape at the anchor and keep your knee slightly bent. You're gonna anchor it just above your kneecap here. You're gonna run the tape to get that adhesive activated, and you're gonna pull it off so that there's still a little bit for that anchor. You want a good stretch here because it is supportive. You're gonna go back behind your knee, and then the anchor is gonna be in front, kind of right where that tibial tuberosity is. That's that bump right there in the front of your knee, underneath your kneecap. And then your second piece, again, you're gonna tear it at the anchor. And now you're gonna go in the opposite direction. So you want a little bit of anchor above that tape so that it sticks well, because the tape doesn't always stick well to itself. And again, you're gonna pull behind, and I'll show you what it looks like from the side. Pulling behind, like that. And voila. So that's what it looks like there. Sometimes it irritates the back of the knee a little bit. So again, if it's irritating you, make sure you take it off. This is definitely not as supportive as a knee brace. So if you feel like you need the support of a knee brace, make sure you're wearing your brace. But if the brace is kind of hindering you and you feel like you need something a little bit lighter, but you do want to feel a little bit of support, you can try this. Okay, so the next method of taping I'm going to show you, I just call a patellar sling. And this is if you've got pain under the kneecap, around the kneecap, and it just feels like maybe your kneecap is a little bit loose as you're moving around. This one I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. You're actually gonna fold the tape in half. You're gonna tear the tape in the middle. You're gonna hold both your anchors, knee slightly bent. You're gonna find that spot between the tibial tuberosity, that bump there, and your kneecap. That's where your patellar tendon is. And you're gonna kind of do a U. You might mess up at first. And then you're gonna take the anchor off, rub there, take the anchor off, rub there. And then when you straighten your knee, you're gonna see it's gonna look a little wrinkly, and that means you did it right. If you want a little more support, you can even cut the tape longer so that it anchors a little bit higher up there. But I get a lot of good feedback for this one, that it helps support. Okay, so we're gonna add on to that patellar sling that we just did. And let's say you've got a little bit more pain laterally on the outside of your knee, kind of right at the joint line. And again, I'm gonna fold it right in the middle, tear it right in the middle. And I'm gonna make an X shape. So I already have part of the X. I'm gonna stretch it about 50%, stick it down there, stick that anchor down, stick that anchor down. And then this just gives a little bit more support on the outside. So I've taken the patellar sling off because I want to go to the next step. Let's say the patellar sling feels okay. It feels like it's helping, but you're still having pain and it just doesn't feel like it's decompressing enough. So for this one, I'm going to fold an anchor at the top and tear there. I'm going to put the anchor right above my kneecap, and I'm going to keep my knee slightly bent. And you're going to have to kind of push down as you move this because you're going to move it in a C shape around your kneecap. So about 50% stretch, you push down and around. And my piece is actually a little long, but that's okay. Same thing on the other side. Again, put the tape a little bit above the piece that's already there, just so that it sticks. And then you're gonna guide 50% stretch. You're gonna guide the tape down and around that kneecap, and then anchor. So this is the next step up from the patellar sling. Again, if you like the patellar sling but it didn't feel like it supported you enough and you were still having more pain than you would like, you can try this one. It'll work even more at trying to help decompress that patella and support your knee. Thank you.